Hey 944 fans, Tim here at CRE. I wanted to show you something I learned 12 years, 2 months, and 21 days ago about the flywheel sensor hardware. Let me show you this stuff. Here's a flywheel sensor right here. Remember, these guys are identical. Speed sensor, reference sensor, identical. They go in the same way. They just do different functions depending on what position, either backwards or it's the rear of the car in the DG position. For the speed sensor, they take their signal off of the starter ring, or in the forward position, which is the BG position, and that serves as the reference sensor. Takes a little Allen head trigger off the flywheel, comes around once every revolution of the crank and says, hey, I'm at top dead center cylinder number 1. So here is the correct screw, the bolt rather, for holding on the flywheel sensors, and you can see that it's got a big tall shoulder on it, skinny there. It drops in between the walls of this thing, and there are walls right there, okay? So you can't use a regular hexagon bolt because there's no way to get the socket on the head of the bolt once it's in there and recessed, okay? So this is the perfect one right here. I found out a while ago, dismantling cars to make race cars, that there's another piece of hardware on the car almost exactly the same, little bit shorter on the shoulder area right there and a little bit smaller diameter. This is the bolt that holds your rear seats on their hinge, and this thing will go right in and do the same job as the correct one. So it's built almost exactly the same, and it'll still clear and enable you to get that 10mm socket on there, okay? And then if that fails, don't have the hardware, you can always resort to this, a socket head, Allen head screw. That'll drop in and clear the walls in there. You just have to use an Allen head on it to get that to hold your sensors in place, okay? And you all know there is an alignment procedure for the bracket that holds these sensors in place. So got to be gapped correctly. The farther away this sensor is from its source, the weaker the signal to the DME, okay? You want that thing to be nice and crisp. All right, have fun with the 944s. See you later.